Welcome back to another episode of the news you missed. This episode is themed after Pokemon because we had some big news come out with Pokemon regarding an interview about Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee and the creators, among several other things like Gen 4 Pokemon coming out in Pokemon Go. These are stories you'll definitely be interested in if you're a Pokemon fan, so stay tuned for that. Before we jump into that, I just want to let you know the Nintendo Switch giveaway is still going on. If you want to be entered into that, all you have to do is click subscribe and drop a comment down below, like and share my videos, and you're automatically entered in. I give one of these bad boys away every 15th of the month, and you could be the next one to win one. Now, with that said, let's jump right into the news. I want to begin with some interesting art that has been showcased over in an exhibit in Tokyo, and this is the Tokyo Metropolitan Art Museum that shows some very interesting and unique Pokemon cards being showcased. They are called the Scream, and this is definitely a unique and interesting art form. Very thematic for Halloween, and I absolutely like them. It reminds me of a lot of pastel artworks. Without question, I mean, it really looks gorgeous. Some of these cards are outstandingly amazing, and I absolutely would love to own these art pieces myself. What do you think about these art pieces? Do you think they're thematic for Halloween? Do you think they're fitting, or do you dislike them a lot and think they're a bit too creepy? So Pokemon Go has added its first shiny Gen 4 Pokemon along with Generation 4 itself. So if you're looking for those shiny Pokemon, Shinx would be the first Gen 4 Pokemon. People have been reporting getting it after they do raids, but it has also been stated that you might be able to get it hatching an egg. It's just not as often. So there you go. Maybe there'll be a community day around it, but yeah, Shinx's shiny form is available in Pokemon Go, along with a lot of other Gen 4 Pokemon, except that it's not full Gen 4. Currently, I've only been able to catch 3, but I've seen a couple. The best one I was able to capture was Turtwig myself, so there's really nothing special other than that, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, I want to get into the main content of this video, and that would be the interview that has gone on with the developers behind Pokemon Let's Go, the series that a lot of people are very polarized on. Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee are releasing for the Nintendo Switch, and a lot of people were upset because they wanted to see a generation to be completely new on the Nintendo Switch, not a revisit to Kanto, because there's a lot of times where people have gone back to Kanto. I understand and I sympathize, but there's a few things that they want to clarify and talk about here, and I want to emphasize a few major points here. So, the first major point is that Kanto Pokemon are the only ones that are going to be available, aside from Alolan forms and some other forms, but they did state that there's going to be no eggs, so there's going to be no baby Pokemon. They stated that there is the possibility and the potential for them to add in later generations to this series. That's a big thing, and they said it will depend on the reception of the game. Currently, it definitely isn't looking like they're going to be adding anything into this game if it has such a lukewarm reception, but they did state that they are looking at the reception of the game to see what they're going to do with it in the future. As I stated before, I would assume that they would patch in a method for you to battle online with all of the Pokemon, and that they would add in the sprite works for all of the Pokemon in some way, shape, or form for you to transfer them over, but you would only be able to battle them online, maybe. Because I think that would be a lot easier than programming tons of things, like all of the Pokemon following you and things like that, instead just having access to them online. I don't know, I don't speak for the developers, but it does seem that they're keen on this game selling well, which would motivate them to do more with it. On top of that, they've also stated that they might be interested in doing a Johto version of Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Also, they spoke about Melton and how Melton's going to work. You can transfer them between Pokemon Go and Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, and that will unlock boxes and things like that. One of the biggest things being to challenge veteran players. So a lot of people are saying that this game's going to be super easy, too easy, it's going to be a breeze to walk through, and their reply was that there's going to be post-game content. Not only just catching all of the Pokemon, but also getting all of the titles, because apparently there are titles in the game. So the example that they used is that there's a person known as the Psyduck Master. These are master trainers that you're going to be able to battle, and once you're able to defeat them and claim the title, you would essentially be the Psyduck Master Trainer by defeating the Psyduck Master Trainer. Also, they mentioned why the game is feeling so easy. They compared this to a mobile game and how children play mobile games, where they're switching between games very often, very quick, and how you would play the original game, Pokemon Yellow, and it would take you hours on end to complete something to get somewhere, and that's just not the environment we're in today because there's so much choice available to us. It's not a hardcore RPG genre anymore and just be able to breeze through it, but that's the environment we live in today, where you can just swap over to a new game instantly within seconds. That's just how it is, and that's how it goes, and that's what I took away from this interview, but you can always read up on it yourself and get all the specifics there. Anyways, I've been your host, Protomario, and I'm signing out. I would appreciate if you like and share this video. If you didn't like it, you can leave a comment down below telling me why, and you can always click that subscribe button, as I said before. But other than that, I'm gonna go head off and play me some Pokemon. So I'll see you guys in the next video. And as always, good gaming, God bless, and thanks for taking time out to watch this video.